Okay, probably a good time to just look over the entire form and shape. Okay, and see if I find a few little things hanging out somewhere where I don't want them. I'll get rid of those. Part of the reason, again, for doing that at this point is a lot faster and easier to get rid of all these little miscellaneous things early on rather than waiting, you know, and say, well, I'll get them all at the end. I want to get this thing done, whatever. Doesn't usually pay off time-wise. Now, the other thing I can see right now is I can see that this did not come all the way down where the floor is. Well, that's not a problem. I'll just highlight it, use the pull tool, and pull it down longer. And then later I can use the floor shape to intersect it to get rid of the part that I don't want. Okay. In fact, I might wait on that until I get this piece moved back where this one is, because then I know that this is supposed to sit right on the floor, so that'll help me keep the height right. I think I'll wait and do that. All right, let's see if this will fill in and finish this front section. So I'm going to click on it, get everything highlighted, and draw a line straight down from here. Remember, we can come over and touch this edge, hopefully pick it up. Nope, no such luck at this point, which means that at this point and this point are not on the same plane. So we'll probably have to work at that. It looks like we have an anomaly here, which probably means something's on top of something. So what I'm going to do is take here and click again till I just see that highlighted. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. Those didn't intersect. So when you get a place like this, what you want to do is right click and come down to intersect with model, and then come back and see if it separated it. And yes, it did. All right, so now I can see which one of those lines I can delete. Looks like I can delete that section. So those little pieces were actually on top of the part behind. That's why I can erase them. That one looks like it's fixed now too, so I can work on getting, whoop, up, we got a hole. Okay, when that happens, that means that's connected to something else. So I might try again to see if I can use the, yeah, see where it overlaps right here, and there's not a line there. So I'll use the intersect with model tool, and I'm going to do it on here too. I may not get a line there. Well, we can try and see what happens. I got a feeling more is going to go away than I want. Yep. Oh, that one went away fine. Okay. Did leave a little hole here. Oop. Remember, if you get lost in your shape, you don't know where you are, come up to the zoom extents, click on it, it'll pull you all the way out. Then you can zoom back in really easy. So get rid of the rest of this shape here. Now, as we saw a minute ago, I do have a little tiny hole left here. What if I get rid of this one? Let's try it and see. Nope. And I'm sure I can't on that one either at this point. Nope. Okay, what I wanted to do is try to patch this little hole that ended up here. And generally when you get a hole like that you can see through, there's two things that can cause it. If it's a real tiny hole, it's a part of SketchUp that it's not designed to draw really tiny holes. So it may not fill in for that reason. The other reason may be it may be just missing a line. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to see if I can use my line tool or pencil tool, maybe draw across this way. Well, there we go. I filled part of it in. All right. And this is an arc, so it just might be that trouble getting close to that baby. I'm going to highlight it first. Sometimes if you highlight it, then you can zoom in under a little more control. And now let's see if I can add some more lines to it maybe. See how the green dot ends up? So each one of those are a segment, just like this little segment here. So what I may have to do is pick a spot to come across to the other side, like so, and then go to each one of these segments. Doesn't look like that's going to work. Now, if that's the case, what the problem is, that hole is so small that SketchUp can't deal with it. And if you zoomed way out, you might say, you know what, I'm never going to see that hole anyway, and decide to live with it, especially if I come in here. Let's turn off the lines like we did before. It's there, but it's pretty darn hard to see. But you may be uncomfortable with that and say, you know, I really want to get rid of that. And there is a way to do it. What you have to do is enlarge this entire shape really big, fix the spot, and then come back. And so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take and click on the S tool, or the S key. And you'll see we get a group of borders. We haven't used this tool before. This is the scale key. And you can scale this in all types of directions. For right now, we're just going to grab the corner, click on the corner, hold down the control key. And when you do, you see it highlights the center of the square plus that corner. And I'm going to just move it a little bit. And then down in the box where it says scale, I'm going to write 10, put in 10, and hit the enter key. And it has just enlarged it 10 times. All right, now generally if I go back to that little tiny hole, you can see now it's pretty darn small. But again, I just want to kind of show you some of this stuff, so if you run into something you just doesn't seem like it wants to fill up, again, part of the reason probably is it's just too small of an area. But hopefully now I should be able to do something with this. There you go. See, just that one little line. Now, I may have to live with those lines. I may be able to get rid of them. I will click and delete and see what happens. If they move smoothly within the existing shape, then when you click on them, they will disappear. But you see that's a necessary line. So for now, I can't get rid of that line. I'm going to go zoom extents all the way out. We've got the hole fixed. And I want to return this back to the original size. So I'll click on it so that I have the component. S to do the scale. Grab the corner. Hold down the control key. Because see how the center box is lit? This means it's going to shrink it proportionally throughout the whole box. I'm going to move it just a little bit. And this time in the scale, I'm going to type in 0.1, hit enter, and it is now